Well, I normally say greetings YouTube, but today I'm going to say greetings to my Twitter friends. This is just going to be a very brief message to you guys. I just hit the 3,000 mark, and that's a lot of friends. So I feel obligated to throw this little thought out your way because I care about people in general, and certainly those that have chose to align themselves with me one way or the other. That's Charlie in the background. This is his daily walk, and I'll take him swimming in the river after this. And the loud noise you hear is a train going by, so I apologize. In the meantime, what I want to talk about is just sort of the state of mind that we all have, and I'm sure most of you guys know that I spent the last couple days getting tests and all this other crap for some major pain I got going in my side, and I guess next month I'm going to have to, or actually no, November, I'm going to get the old video camera shoved up the old dirt road. So I'm not looking forward to it, but I'm 50, and that's the time we guys got to get that checked out. Anyways, with all this political stuff going on, you've seen my ranting, and it's probably really easy to think that I'm in that state of mind constantly. And to be honest with you, sometimes I do get that way. And so I'm really talking to myself as much as I am you. It's a reminder that we have to make sure for our own health, mental health and physical health, as you can see, that some of this stuff affects us physically as well when we internalize. If you're anything like me, the death of your country and the takeover of our political system by people who don't have our best interests at heart, I'm starting to burp just talking about it. It's an upsetting thing. I mean, what is more important than our great country? So, that being said, I really encourage all of you to take time, and myself too, to take time every day to pull away from that thought process. When I'm done with this video, I'm going to go over to the river and I'm going to throw the stick for Charlie, and he's going to go swimming, and he's going to shake water all over me, and I'm going to look for reasons to not think about the politics and not think about the destruction of America. I know that sounds funny and weird and strange and sad and pathetic, and it is. But we have to, for the benefit of those around us. I mean, nobody wants to be around a red-faced, 6'4", pissed-off guy like me all day long. So I owe it to my kids and my dog and my wife and my family, not necessarily in that order, to be as, to live our lives. I mean, if we live our lives in constant fear or constant rage about something, then we are losing, okay? So we have to stay as focused and positive. When you see me tweeting these tweets that have to do with contacting, for example, Google. When Google decided to support free speech and not succumb to the desires of the White House administration, that's a good thing. And those are things we all complain about. So it's incumbent upon us to shoot them a quick email. It only takes a minute. Thank you for standing up for the Constitution. That encourages future behavior. If people don't hear from us, then we're just a bunch of pissed off people sitting at the computer, gritting our teeth as America crumbles. We've got work to do. We have got to stay involved, and we've got to do more than just talk. We've got to write letters to our Congress people. It's very easy. You come up with a form letter. You can probably find them on the internet. Write one letter that says that you demand that your government abides by the Constitution. If you're like me, you throw in an extra blurb about the Second Amendment. Always, that's just kind of my thing, because don't go anywhere without. I don't know if you can see that, but that's my Second Amendment right, and I exercise it, and you should too, quite frankly. But whether you are for or against it, we have to protect all of our rights. As far as preparation goes, you see many of my tweets are dealing with preparation, and if you haven't been to my YouTube page, I encourage you to go. Well, you're there now, actually. Just click on my channel and look at some of the videos I've made. I'm not the best in the business in terms of prepping, but I've got some pretty decent videos that will get you started on the thought process. Excuse me. And there are more people out there with some really excellent videos on how to prepare it. Listen, it's my own belief, and I hope I'm wrong, but that there's huge things that are going to come sooner than later. I think Israel's probably going to make a strike on Iran before the elections, quite frankly, which is any day now. So, as we saw with this video on YouTube, and this 9/11 attack in Libya, it doesn't take, and I don't buy into the belief that that video caused it, but my point is, a lot of ignorant people do believe that, and so it doesn't take much to start a shit hit the fan scenario. If you have not begun preparing at all, don't give up on it. You know, go to Costco on payday and start off with whatever you can afford. Buy a couple cases of rice or beans and Spam, whatever. Make sure you've got water, make sure you've got food, and make sure you've got protection and a plan. A plan is more important than anything. Not for the end of the world necessarily, or complete riots on a national level, which I believe are very possible. But what about a hurricane or an earthquake? What about just some unforeseen, what about a solar flare that knocks out the electricity? You are not being responsible, and I don't mean to lecture you, but you're not being responsible if you haven't formed a plan. And like I've said in other videos, have a family meeting, including semi-distant relatives, and ascertain whether or not you've got a brother-in-law or your wife's got an uncle with some property or someplace that you guys can bug out to should the shit get crazy. I mean, if you're living in New York City or you're living in Los Angeles, you're living in an area that is... Charlie, stay by Dad. If you're living in an area that is going to be out of control, like the LA riots in '92, which I was a part of, I was on the right team, by the way. In other words, I wasn't smashing windows, I was smashing heads. So, yeah, again, this is not really a shit hit the fan video. This is a, preparation involves more than just buying food and water and having a plan. It also involves making sure that you keep things in a realistic perspective. If you stay glued to Twitter all day long, you're going to end up with stomach problems, you're going to be depressed, and you're going to see things a certain way. Watch everything. Watch CNN, watch Fox, watch Russian TV, listen to the BBC. You can do it all on your computer. See what the world is saying, and by all means, take a break. Do it today, and then make sure you take time out every day and give yourself a break from this shit, because you could drop dead of a heart attack today, and the world's going to do whatever it's going to do. So stay involved. Don't disengage, but just don't stay completely obsessed. And that's it, man. You guys take care. Good luck and stay safe. And thanks for being my Twitter fam. Airborne 80 out.